So pour a glass of craft beer, we can do this. Yeah.
What's good, y'all? This is C-Certified Brewhead, and welcome to another edition of BML here on BAOS. This evening, I have a cracker all the way from Ontario. I have the brand new Craft Reserve Pack for, I believe it was like late spring 2019. So, for those who might not be familiar, Craft Reserve are essentially a mail order beer service based in Ontario, mostly Toronto, and they source beers from all across the province. We actually reviewed one of them on episode, I think it was 139, when Tiff and I were talking about craft beer marketing, and it was perfect for us because it was a pack that was extremely well presented, full of breweries who had fantastic marketing. So we were lucky enough to receive their second pack, which is equally as fantastic as the first. This time it was in partnership with Craft Beer Passport. You guys might have seen a contest we ran, I guess it was last month, with Craft Beer Passport, giving away a bunch of prizes there. So what they've done is combined forces with these guys with beer from Hamilton, Ottawa, London, Kitchener, and Guelph to give you a taste of the different regions where you can use the Craft Beer Passport, which essentially gives you a $2 craft beer at each stop. You show the passport, they stamp it, you get a $2 beer, bam, bam. It encourages you to visit more breweries, and I think there's actually something when you finish, you get some stuff. Check it out. There are going to be links in the description. So, the 5 breweries, 6 beers that we have today, we're going to go through most of them. We have Forked Rivers Flanders Red Ale from 2017, barrel aged, which would be dope. We have Grain&Grit, shout out to Lindsay and Joe, legendary. Max's Big Beer, the hashtag Team Lactose Milkshake IPA. We have Brothers Brew Co from Guelph. So, sorry, Forked Rivers from London, Grain&Grit are from Hamilton. Brothers are from Guelph. Haven't had any of their stuff before. This is a Berliner Weiss, 4%. We have our good mates at Dominion City in Ottawa. I love these 2 beers. Melody Noir and No Secrets. A black IPA and double dry hopped. An oat cream IPA. I think it's DDH anyway. It is. There you go. And they're from Ottawa, like I said. And lastly is Counterpoint Brewing Co from Kitchener. This is their Rite of Spring, a wheat ale with lavender, orange, and green tea. So it's pretty cool. So the box comes with this little bad boy that explains everything, tells you about the beers, super well presented. We're going to start with this one. So this bad boy, oh yeah, this came in the box too, check this. I thought it was just like a little pretty wood thing for packaging, and then I flipped that bad boy like, yeah, bottle opener, convenience. That's how you make packaging and practicality into one thing. See how it opens. Nice and easy. Alright, I love it. So, Counterpoint, I've seen a bunch about them on Instagram. Don't know a lot about the bad boys. So this is a, like I said, Rite of Spring wheat ale. Let's see what's going on here. It looks hazy, but I guess it doesn't really mean anything specific because that's what wheat ales are. So this bad boy is 4.9%. It says tastes like springtime. Bottled on the 5th of June. So maybe this actually was a bit later. So lavender, orange, and green tea. Jesus, I was going to say, I just got a whiff of that from afar. Smells like potpourri. Great head. Nice looking body. Mate, get in ya. Nice. I'm not a wheat guy, to be honest with you. Like a wheat beer guy. But this is pretty interesting. The lavender. I love lavender. I don't know. Cliff's mum loves lavender, so I've kind of liked it more because everywhere we go, we fetch some for her. So I'm getting an appreciation. In beer, it's interesting. The green tea probably give it some of those tannins. The dryness there. The other thing was oranges. So I guess it's some citrusy little zest. Yeah, man. Look, this is not something I would generally drink. Not mad at it, though. I quite don't know if I get through... I don't know if I could get through a full thing. It's just a lot going on. But I appreciate innovation and interesting beers, and this is that. Solid. All right. Probably next... I guess we'll go with the Berliner Weiss. This is another one I haven't had. From Brothers. What I didn't do? Tiff would be mad I didn't do that. I got to get used to it in the beer mails. So that was one I just had, the Counterpoint. Sorry, Tiff.
It's okay.
And this is the Brothers Berliner Weiss with lemon. There we go. Look at that. Great little branding right there. Nice cartoon. 4%. I love Berliners. Using this bad boy again. This is kind of fun. Yeah. what? Let me pop this in this one, actually. Yeah, get me doing that. Yeah. All right. So this bad boy, woo, smells great. 4% lemon Berliner. See if anything extra to add to it. I don't want to miss anything out. Pretty much just a Berliner Weiss with lacto. Smells tropical and fruity. Get it in ya. Whoa, that's so lemony. Nice. I love Berliner Weiss, man. Crisp, tart, a little on the creamy side. Not overly carbonated. Sometimes Berliners can be kind of sharp. That lemon, it's like, it's not a tart lemon. It's kind of like a sweet lemon, like a candy or something. Shit, this is lip. Yo, I love this. It says in the thing you can enjoy it with a syrup. Though I'm not one to really add things to beer in that way, like after the fact, but I have seen it before where people put like strawberry or some sort of berry syrup into Berliners, and it's apparently pretty good. I love that. All right. Oh, Tiff, you know what time it is? It's lactose time. So we did a podcast not too many episodes ago with Joe and Lindsay at Grain&Grit, and we love them so much. We were hanging out with them the whole day at Liquid Art in Hamilton about a month ago. This is a milkshake IPA. It is 5.5% called Max's Big Beer, and it has peach and vanilla and peach rings, like actual candy rings in there. Now, when we had this, I'm not sure if this is the same batch. It actually dropped a lot of the haze, because when they added peach rings, the sugar that covered, that covers the top of the peach rings, fermented out, and that apparently took away a lot of the haze. So we had it on tap, so I don't know if this is the same batch or not. It's kind of hard to tell. Looks kind of hazy though. Do you remember like the haze levels? I feel like this is hazier, potentially. Either way, I really enjoy Grain&Grit stuff, so it's nice that I actually have never had any of their cans. So, looking at this, definitely would call it opaque, maybe not completely hazy. Great head, smells peachy. Get in, y'all. Great. Sharp carb, not overly thick and viscous. The peach is a subtle fruit to add to any beer, so it's not overwhelming, but it's certainly there, nice and sort of, I was going to say in the background, but it's more like balanced than in the background. Super sweet, but not overly so. It's only 5.5%, so it's not like rammed full of malt, and then on top of that there's a lactose sweetness. The lactose doesn't do a ton to make it overly sweet either. Just a nice, balanced, easy drinking beer. For those who aren't into lactose, I know there's a bunch of y'all out there, this is probably something that isn't like over the top and is not going to sort of like turn you off too much. It's a bit more on the balanced, subtle side of that, but I quite like this, which pleases me ever so much. Alright, maybe we'll do the Melody Noir, then finish off on that. So, Dominion City, good mates of ours based in Ottawa. I had this beer in April when we were out there for Ren Navarro's talk at the brewery. It just come out, and I could not believe how good it was. To be honest, I think I've had it once or twice since. So the fact that this beer was in this box was very, very pleasing to me. This is the best black IPA I have ever had. I think it is phenomenal. I read on the handy booklet that came with the Craft Reserve Pack that it has Mosaic and Citra. Allow me to confirm that. Yep, Citra Mosaic. It is 6.2%. It smells tropical and roasty, and get it in ya. Fuck man, that is exceptional. Does that have the can date? 16th of April. That was literally, we were there on like the 17th or 18th or something. So, same batch from the OG, but it's 3 months later and held up really, really well. Just nice balance. Fruity. It's got almost like a chalky body, which seems to have dropped a little, to be honest. Now I'm having a few more sips compared to when it was brand new, but it's kind of got the whole mouthfeel and whole vibe of a New England, but with that roasty kind of a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of espresso, black IPA element to it, and I've never tasted anything like that before. like a New England black IPA is essentially what I would call this. I mean, they're all black IPAs, you can't see through them, generally speaking, but I feel like this is extra, like, haze. It's just exceptional. If it's still around, grab it. Seriously. All right, last one. Also, from Dominion City, this is No Secrets Double IPA. I was lucky enough to try this. I got it in a trade with my good friend Nathan from Nathan Does Beer. Go give him a follow. Shouts, Nate. Now, this is a 8.2% double IPA. And this has lactose, doesn't it? Yes. Mosaic and lactose. Tiff, how do you feel about that?
Great about it.
I knew you would. So, I don't really remember a lot about this. I think we might have had it when we were drunk. You know how that goes. Dominion are just... They owned haze in Ottawa for the longest time. I think they were one of the first to be doing it out there. So, you know if they're going to be doing hazy beers, you know it's going to be fire. So, of course, this is nice and hazy. Smells tropical. Get it in, y'all. Fuck yeah. Yeah. It's almost like a little dank, a little tangy. Tropical, chalky, dry, smooth. Fuck, it's great. Just like a nice kind of treehouse style. We talk about this a lot here, where it was like there's the Trillium style versus the treehouse. This is more the treehouse, kind of a little bit, like I said, dank. Crushable. The lactose gives it a touch of sweetness. Which is not overwhelming, and the fact that they're not really marketing it as an lactose IPA or a milkshake or anything like that shows that it's just kind of complements the beer, and I know a lot of Aussie breweries do that. Love it. Yeah. So, the only one we're not going to go through right now, because I kind of want to save it, is the Flanders Red. I'm sure this is fire as well. Nice little barrel-aged beer. Keep that in the cellar for a while. So that is the Craft Reserve pack for spring 2019. Now, if you want to use the Craft Beer Passport, they have a code Craft Reserve, and you'll get your first 2 stamps for free. There's 120 plus establishments across Ontario where you can use this bad boy. So you can sign up for Craft Beer Passport. You can also sign up for Craft Reserve. Like I said, this is the second pack we have had, and we are loving it. The selection of breweries, so wherever you live, if you're in Toronto, you're not going to have access to a lot of these things. If you're in Ottawa, you're not going to have access. Doesn't matter where you are, the beers they put together are mostly things that are short runs or small batches, as well as things that just don't always make it to your area unless you trade or you travel there. So that to me makes it worth it in and of itself. I don't believe you're able to get it outside of the province of Ontario right now due to these ridiculous laws, but things may change. So check them out. Tell them we sent you. These guys are awesome. So, guys, if you enjoyed the video, mate, boom, smash the thumbs up. Hit subscribe below. Hit the notification bell so you know when the new drops. Follow us on social media at BAOS Podcast. And check out the long-form audio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Tons of great stuff coming. That is it, y'all. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video. And as always, get it in, yeah.